Hello, hello. My name is Brian. This is Football Manager 22, and we're back in Salisbury. We are, 2 weeks later from the last update in game, and things are pretty much where they were before, kind of, sort of, mostly. As we can see from the league standings, we are in seventh place, a very tight race with Fulham and Everton. Trailing Tottenham by 5 points. They also have a game in hand. We're beating them pretty significantly on goal differential, but results haven't gone our way, and results have gone their way to give them a better point total than they theoretically deserve. In terms of the actual results, I thought / wanted 8 points out of the next four Premier League games. I got 7 of them. We lost to Fulham on the road. I believe we beat them pretty comprehensively when it came to XG, but couldn't actually convert. We got the draw we wanted against Arsenal. It was a little frustrating because it was close to being a win. They got an 86-minute equalizer, and then we went and beat Bournemouth and Crystal Palace like I was hoping. We went and played Partizan Belgrade in Serbia and came away with a 1-1 draw, which, fine result. It puts everything on the second leg. One unfortunate thing is that right before that game, Marcelino Marin, our striker, picked up an injury that'll put him out for, I believe, 4 to 6 weeks was the projection. So he missed the Palace game, which luckily we found goals anyways. He's going to miss this game, a couple more, and possibly the semis and maybe even the finals if we get past Partizan. So I took the opportunity to use our our broken rules to our advantage, the fact that we don't have a true transfer window. And I put in the $47 million offer for Sergei Dudarev, the Ukrainian wonder kid I'd mentioned before. Striker. And, on his wanted list, teams that were wanting him, about 3 of them were Premier League teams and 2 weren't. So the 2 that weren't could put in bids for him, but since they wouldn't get the transfer for him until a couple months later, there's no real need for them to rush that transfer. And so they, didn't put in an offer. And, I figured that the other teams might not have the funds necessarily right now floating in liquid, while I did. And so I needed to make a move. Additionally, I needed someone to replace Marin in the striker rotation up top. Dudarev unfortunately cannot play in the Europa Conference League, but he will be able to start for us in all of the non-Conference League games. Look at the stats. They are amazing. Physicals are great. Mentals, several are great. Great first touch. Very good dribbling. There's some stuff he could improve, but yeah, he is legit. He's also 6 foot tall. That's one of Marcelino's downside, is that he's like 5'9". Not the worst thing in the world, but means Dudarev is going to be a little bit better as a pseudo target man and hold up play. So we also had our youth intake. I signed about 5 players off of it. Some of them have actual potential. I am struggling once again with getting the faces to work, which is annoying. So they currently have the digital faces because I don't want to replace everyone's faces again. I will continue to try and work at it, but as you can see, they have 2.5 and maybe 3.5 stars. And, your scouts are notoriously terrible at telling how much potential 15 and 16-year-olds have. So theoretically, they could actually have significant potential. So, it was a decent class. And fingers crossed, when we upgrade to a level 3 youth rating, we'll get a U18 team to stick them on, or U19s, either way. In terms of other quarterfinal action, Leipzig is up 2-0 on the Portuguese side from Malaco. Motherwell, a bit surprisingly, went up 3-2 on Roma, though it was in Scotland for the first leg. And Villarreal is up 3-1 on Salzburg. So we are going to play Juan, Nusa, and Garcia. Ozan, McAvoy, Maric, Petkov, Torres, Capuan, Zabibi, Messin. Marin is injured. Dudarev is unregistered. A lot of the players down there are youth players. Doyle is unregistered as he was on loan when we were registering this. So we actually have one of our youth players here in the rotation. Udo will come in up top if we need a replacement in the striker positions. Potentially Ozan, I guess, could flex out to left attacking midfielder. Come on, boys, go get it. Let's. So here we are, home game. Partizan, not on the strongest of stretches, plays a 4-2-3-1. And away we go. Kick back to the defensive line, starts working it back forward, and back again. McAvoy will play it forward to Nusa, who's out on the right wing this time. Back to Petkov, plays into the middle, intercepted, kind of a poor decision. And let's take it to the limit. Partizan apparently got a very low quality shot off at some point. Maric, Petkov, McAvoy, a passing triangle out on the right side, back to Torres. Their defense is obviously going to be well set up at this point. So Torres goes ahead and plays it back to Messin to try and stretch him out. Ball's lofted down the left side to Zabibi, plays it up to Garcia. Garcia turns, plays it to Ozan, streaking into the box. Tries to play it into Juan, but easily intercepted by the central defender. Ball's bounced out to Zabibi, up across Nusa. I'm liking that. They're going to check, but I'm thinking he was onside. If he was offsides, it was by a micromillimeter. So please don't let him be offsides. Goal awarded. Good, good, good. Like all European competition, I believe the away goal rule has been stricken from the books. Good stuff. So it is all down to actually winning. We don't have to worry about, a 2-2 draw. It goes to them. Looks like one of their center backs has already picked up a yellow card. That's positive for us. I did not check accumulation rules. I know Petkov had a yellow card 2 games ago. I don't know if it's simply back-to-back games with yellow cards or if it's any 2 yellow cards will pick you a game off. But we need to pay attention to that. Oh, we are offsides anyways. Did look like that. Torres heads back to Messin, up to Petkov, to Nusa, is going to play into McAvoy, and back to Maric, up to Juan, who plays it back to Maric, passing between your striker and your center back, because I do like him going back to receive. It's important to have connectivity, rather than just bombing things forward and hoping for the best. Ball's worked around again, played back to the center backs to try and create a little more space, stretch out the defense. Petkov all alone on the right wing decides to bring it in aggressively and takes the shot. Easily parried with the leg, but out of bounds, and we'll take the corner. Capoon's header goes wide. A lot of action for 2 minutes of non-goal scoring there. Petkov and Garcia are the first players on our team showing a little sign of fatigue, just the slightest bit to start. It's good to know. They might be the players we're subbing off. There Petkov makes a run, chips the keeper over the top. Looks like he was offsides anyways. Roma's tied things up with Motherwell on aggregate, and Villarreal stretches out their lead on Salisbury. Here, Messin passes it up to Torres, across to Capoon, across to Zabibi, and up to Garcia. Garcia into Ozan, and back to Capoon. Capoon going to take a little dribble drive with it and play it back to Torres, who will dwell on the ball, look at its options, and play it out to Petkov, who then will play it up to Nusa. Nusa then, just taking our time, slowly. It's a game of inches. I mean, that's American football, according to the movie Any Given Sunday, but, it could be this football too. Juan plays it out to Garcia. Garcia on the breaks, got some space, plays it back to Zabibi, who lays it back to Capoon, plays it up to Maric, and across to Nusa, heads it into Juan, who one-times it over the net, over the bar. We'll give him possession back, and then the clip will come back, and we have possession again. Zabibi throws it into Ozan, plays it back to Maric, out to Zabibi, back to Ozan. Zabibi doesn't handle it. He doesn't handle it, but he doesn't foot it very well. Not great first touch, just kind of plays it loose into open space, intercepts it, and possess the other way. We cut out their attempt to bomb it the other way, and nothing really came of it. Good job on the header, other than I feel like our defenders were a little too close together. I don't think we need both of our center backs trying to head a single ball. Terzic and Marin, exchanging passes. Our Marin is injured, and it's very sad. Sorry, their guy is Petkovic. Ours is Petkov. Terzic, corner, headed out of the area. Looks like they have guys not quite on a press, but starting to wander up. I will be certainly happier if they stay away. Our center backs are still not great necessarily under pressure. Garcia passes back to Zabibi after his attacking run is cut off. Zabibi comes forward, plays a cross in the middle. It's headed directly at the goalkeeper, Kalikanen. Maric, Nusa, Petkov passing. Nusa into the box with the ball. They're back to Maric, open space, but they have so many guys in the, the goalkeeper's box, the much smaller box, that there's just basically no route to score. Juan will play the corner in. Capoon knocks it down to their feet. And Garcia knocks it in the defender. It's played away, and let's take it to the half. We have dominated in terms of number of shots, 14 total and 4 on target, as opposed to their 5 shots total, 1 on target. We have over 1 XG at 1.24. They have 0.46. Fouls 4 each. Corners we have a slight advantage, but not much, and they are the one with the yellow card. We have over 60% possession, completing over 90% of our passes. Altogether pretty good. Rally the defense to keep holding them out. Certainly we'd love to score and make it a 2-goal lead, but as long as the defense holds up, we do have the goal we need. Garcia plays it forward to a streaking McAvoy. It's missed, but again, they don't do a good job of maintaining possession, and instead favoring just kind of knocking it away, and we've done a good job of wrangling the ball and getting right back into attacking opportunities. Zabibi will have a throw-in, way too many bodies in tight space, but Ozan does pass it out to Maric, passes back to Zabibi, and plays it back to Capoon, who drives it forward and takes a shot himself. That was ambitious, I'll say that. All right, 54th minute. Juan will pass it back to Petkov, who makes a leading pass for Nusa, but is it going to work out? Off the crossbar. Man, they were grabbing on Edgar. Come on. a decent chance created, but uncapitalized on. '62nd minute, they've made their first substitution. Edgar Garcia is going to hold on to the ball, play it back to Maric, who plays it forward to Ozan. Into Juan, good opportunity, unfortunately saved by the keeper. Zabibi throws it in to Garcia, to Ozan, back to Garcia. Garcia drives in the middle. Oh, Maric, easy follow from Antonio Nusa. His second goal of the game, giving us some much preferred breathing room. Well done. Obviously, you don't love to see the woodwork be pinged like that several times. And we will close in on the 69th minute. Yes, Edgar Garcia is the one gassing out. So we'll bring in Uda. The question is, we're going to swap Uda there and leave Juan up top. Probably. Let's go ahead and move Maric back to right back. Bring the Gankum in at defensive midfield. And let us bring in Chekatani for McAvoy. Those will be our 3 substitutes. All right, back on the attack. Ball played forward to Chekatani, who plays across to Nusa, cutting in his other new spot, the other wing. All right, 78th minute. Nothing much has changed. Ball's on Capoon's foot, plays forward to Ozan, to Juan, back to Ngankum. Ozan lays it forward, unfortunately intercepted and played back to their goalkeeper. Juan will press him very lightly and make him play it over the top. Maric is the one who comes away with it. Now back at right back. Lays it forward to Chekatani, back to Maric, back to Torres. Torres will have a bit of a run and play it out to Maric. Maric lays it forward, looking for an attacking player, but unfortunately no one heads to that space, at least not quick enough. And the defense intercepts. They bomb it forward and goes right to one of our players. Ozan to Zabibi. To Nusa. Nusa with an ambitious attempt off the woodwork. Close. It was very close. Uda will make a run. Gets into Chekatani. Plays it back to Uda. And it is played out. Torres comes away with it. Plays it up to Ngankum. Ozan. I guess he didn't see Zabibi making a run behind his back. Into Uda. Juan collects it off of the low. It's not really a cross, but the pass, and kind of backheels it into the goal. That to say should do it. Villarreal and Salzburg are tied, which means Villarreal should be up 2-1 aggregate. Roma has killed Motherwell at home, giving them a lead, and Famalicão and Leipzig are tied. I believe Leipzig had a 1-goal lead and to maintain that, though I did see a red name pop up. So either they had an injury or more likely a red card, meaning they might be at a disadvantage. Maybe Famalicão in the waning moments there can make something happen. But to no one's great surprise, at least it seems 3 of the teams will be from the Big 5 leagues. Us, Roma, and Villarreal, and Leipzig probably will be the last representative, which would make it 4 for 4. Zabibi here tosses in an Ngankum. Happy to just hold it, but I didn't set him to do anything defensive, so they're still going to be attacking and looking for opportunities here, even though we are nearly running out the stoppage time. And there it is. We advance to the Europa Conference League semifinals. Leipzig, won 2-0 at in the first leg, and so they will move on. We score $1 million, and we will play Roma next. Home game opener, and then we travel to Roma for the second one. There in May. Excuse me. Praise Zabib's performance. Good stuff, buddy. Which moved around fixtures a little. We have Premier League games remaining against Sheffield United, who are 17th place, a home game, so hopefully we collect all 3 points there. Road trip to Manchester United. That one will obviously be difficult. A home game against Southampton, hopefully 3 there because home game. And road trip to Brighton. Would like to see 9 points out of these remaining 4 games, but being 5 points back, that might not be enough to nick Tottenham. These Conference League games will be important. We really would like to win and be playing in Europe again next year. In fact, the true Europa League as the Europa Conference League champions. We will see how it goes. I will be back again, probably just in 2 days, quick turnaround, as I will be looking to show off this second game against Roma. So, I would love to hear from you. Like, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Otherwise, hope you have a lovely day, and thanks for joining me. Bye.